is dead.
You probably didn't know that the Constitution actually protects a parent's right to beat their own children as long as it's done in the privacy of their own home. Furthermore, you probably didn't know that the Constitution actually enslaves people when it has laws prohibiting certain behaviors. And you probably didn't know that the Constitution actually protects you from being arrested or detained because you have the right to do anything you want to do with your own body.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
The reason you probably didn't know those things is because those things are ridiculous and they are not rights that are enshrined in the Constitution. But that didn't stop the New York Times from writing, "No, Justice Alito, reproductive justice is in the Constitution," writing, "Mandated forced or compulsory pregnancy contravenes enumerated rights in the Constitution, namely the 13th Amendment's prohibition against involuntary servitude and protection of bodily autonomy, as well as the 14th Amendment's defense of privacy and freedom." I have seen steak come out less butchered than what the New York Times just did to the United States Constitution. Apparently, the education system is now allowing our journalists to sleep through fifth grade history class. So let's take a look at what the 13th and 14th Amendments actually have to say about enslavement, bodily autonomy, and privacy to see if a woman does have a right to an abortion. The 13th Amendment reads, "Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction." The New York Times interpret that to say, if the government doesn't allow me to abort my child, the government is thereby indenturing me to slavery and not allowing me to do with my body whatever I choose. Do you hear that? It's the sound of the founding fathers spinning in their grave like a lathe.
Stop it!
Imagine Nancy Pelosi gets pulled over for doing 150 in a hospital zone, and she tells the officer, "You cannot prohibit me from using my body to go as fast as I want. Your laws are making me a slave." The officer wouldn't buy her argument, and Nancy would go to jail. Finally, let's move on to the 14th Amendment. "No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws." Did you notice what word wasn't in that sentence? That's right, privacy. While the Fourth Amendment guarantees a right to privacy regarding unreasonable searches and seizures, you'll notice the 14th Amendment doesn't actually even use the word privacy. But some Supreme Court justices believe it is inferred, but not explicitly stated, that what happens behind closed doors is private. But is that true? Let's imagine a neighbor called the police on the Obamas because they heard children screaming in the Obama home. When the police knock on the door and ask, "Hey, what's happening?" Michelle responds, "What happens in the privacy of our own home is our business. We can beat our children if we want." Ridiculous, right?
You're crazy.
Of course it is. That's why the pro-choice arguments of bodily autonomy, enslavement, privacy do not provide a government sanction for terminating the lives of the most vulnerable humans among us. And to read those rights into the Constitution is an egregious violation of eisegesis, akin to saying a person can kill their toddler with rat poison because the box said it kills pests. Hey, wait a second. That is their argument. There are thousands of our brothers and sisters in the Philippines in Bible-teaching churches that are praying for their own Bible. Would you please bring joy to someone who cannot afford a Bible by sending not just any Bible, but a MacArthur Study Bible with the Masters Academy International? Imagine the impact and the joy it will bring. Please send as many Bibles as you can. Wretched.org/Bible, wretched.org/Bible.
Detective Friel, can you tell us what's happening here?
Yeah, what's happening here is a clear demonstration of the noetic effect of the fall. Genesis 2, Paul elaborates in Romans chapter 3. Jeremiah tells us that everybody's heart is deceitful and wicked. What's going on here? Sin.
Are you confident that these thieves will be brought to justice?
4 words: great white throne judgment.